It began with a letter, not an email, not a text, a real, handwritten letter, yellowed with age, sealed with a wax stamp bearing a mysterious symbol. When Adriana, a 32-year-old Scorpio living in Bucharest, received it, she thought it was a prank. No one sent letters like this anymore. But the handwriting was familiar. It was her grandmother's. The thing was, her grandmother had died 13 years ago. Shaken, she broke the seal. The letter inside was dated November 11th, 1965. The exact day Baba Vanga reportedly received one of her darkest visions. The content was chilling. To my granddaughter, if you are reading this, then the time has come. Baba Vanga said the Scorpion will walk through fire in 2025. One born of the Scorpion tail must carry the burden of awakening. The shadows will come, but so will the truth. You must be ready. Adriana's hands trembled. She had always heard whispers that her grandmother had once met Baba Vanga during a pilgrimage in the 60s, but no one in the family had ever confirmed it. Now it felt like destiny itself was knocking. Chapter 1. The Fire Beneath. Scorpios are no strangers to intensity. They are born under the sign of death and rebirth, transformation, and hidden truths. But what Baba Vanga had predicted for 2025 was unlike anything anyone had expected. Adriana began researching obsessively. She found old translated transcripts of Baba Vanga's visions, fragments scattered across dusty forums and forgotten books. One particular entry stood out. It had been recorded in 1965, on the day of her grandmother's supposed visit. In the year of the red moon, the Scorpion will burn from within. Its shadow self will rise. But only through pain will the world find its light. One will awaken first. Their eyes will hold the storm. Their blood remembers. Astrologers interpreted the red moon as a blood moon eclipse, set to occur in late October 2025, right in the heart of Scorpio season. Adriana's birthday? October 27th. Chapter 2. The Symbol. As she dug deeper, she noticed the same strange symbol appearing in Baba Vanga's writings and her grandmother's old journals. A crescent moon cradled by a scorpion's tail. It wasn't in any astrological chart she'd seen. One night, she had a dream. She was standing in the middle of a burning field. The sky was dark, with a crimson moon overhead. Around her stood 12 hooded figures, each representing a zodiac sign. But the Scorpio figure stepped forward and removed their hood. It was herself. The figure spoke. You cannot destroy what is meant to transform. Let go, or burn forever. She awoke, gasping. The symbol from her grandmother's letter was etched into her palm. Faint, almost like a burn mark. It faded within hours, but its presence lingered in her mind. Baba Vanga's terrifying prophecy wasn't just metaphorical. It was deeply personal. Chapter 3. The Trial of Truth. In ancient prophecies, Scorpio is known as the gatekeeper of secrets, the sign associated with hidden power, emotional depth, and the unconscious. Baba Vanga believed that in 2025, a global spiritual confrontation would occur, and Scorpios would be forced to lead it. Not by choice, by necessity. Her writings warned. When the false becomes the truth, the Scorpion will sting. The sting will awaken the dreamers, but blind the liars. Adriana couldn't ignore how much of this was playing out already. Social media flooded with misinformation, people divided by illusion, truth treated like a conspiracy. But then, something happened. One night, while visiting her grandmother's old home, she found a hidden box beneath the floorboards. Inside were clippings, photos, and a cassette tape labeled Baba Vanga, the Scorpio Testament. She found an old player and pressed play. The voice that came through the static was soft, Bulgarian accented, and unmistakably Baba Vanga's. You must burn to be reborn. The Scorpion carries the poison and the cure. But the one who walks through shadow must not forget who they are, or the darkness will swallow them whole. Chapter 4. The Awakening. In the weeks that followed, Adriana's life changed dramatically. She began experiencing vivid visions, images of world leaders arguing, natural disasters, massive migrations of people, and a strange blue light rising from the oceans. She wasn't alone. On Scorpio forums and astrological groups across the world, other Scorpios began sharing similar experiences. Dreams that felt more like memories. A sense that something is coming. One user posted, "I feel like I'm being cracked open. My emotions are all over the place, but it's not depression. It's like preparation." Another wrote, "I think I'm seeing patterns in people. Like I know when they're lying, even before they speak." It was as if Baba Vanga's prophecy was activating a spiritual awakening in Scorpios worldwide. But with it came danger. Adriana began noticing strange people watching her. Men in suits parked near her apartment. Her phone began glitching, messages disappearing. One night, someone broke into her flat, but they didn't steal anything. They took the cassette. Chapter 5, The Battle of Belief. The more she investigated, the clearer the picture became. A secret organization, possibly governmental, had been tracking people affected by prophetic resonance. They believed certain zodiacs were more sensitive to future timelines, and Scorpios were showing the strongest signs. Baba Vanga had predicted this too. They will fear what they cannot control, but the scorpion cannot be tamed. It will strike when the time is right, and only then will the serpent retreat. Adriana realized she had a choice. She could suppress everything she had learned and try to live a normal life. Or she could become the voice, the one Baba Vanga foresaw, the Scorpio who would lead others through the storm. She chose the latter, and it began with a simple act. She shared the story online, not just the visions, not just the dreams, but everything, the letter, the cassette, the symbol, the break-in. She went public, and the story spread like wildfire. Mainstream media ignored it, but the people didn't. Chapter 6, The Phoenix Within. The year 2025 unfolded exactly as Vanga had foreseen. The blood moon came in October. That very week, world markets crashed following a major cyber attack on international data networks. Misinformation exploded across every platform. People panicked. Protests rose. And amidst the chaos, a new spiritual movement began to bloom. They called themselves the Rising 12, a group led by 12 Zodiac representatives from across the globe. And Scorpio? Adriana was their guide. She spoke not with arrogance, but with clarity. She told people to go inward, to trust their instincts, to shed what no longer served them, even if it hurt. Baba Vanga's terrifying prophecy had always been about destruction. But destruction was never the end. It was the beginning of transformation. Chapter 7, The Scorpion's Gift. In the final pages of an unreleased Baba Vanga transcript, discovered in late 2025 by a Bulgarian historian, were her last words about Scorpio. The scorpion walks through death, not because it wishes to, but because the world needs its courage. In its sting lies the antidote. In its silence, the scream of truth. It will rise not to conquer, but to heal. Adriana, once an ordinary woman, now stood at the center of a global awakening. She didn't want fame. She didn't need validation. She simply knew the world was changing, and someone had to guide it through the fire. So to all the Scorpios out there feeling like something deep inside is shifting, you're not alone. The darkness you feel, it's not a curse. It's your calling. You were built for transformation. You were born to lead the way through shadows. And just like Baba Vanga said, the time is now.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.